JNU as a top university of this country, completely funded by the Indian taxpayer and the government of India, I think it is our response. We have 98 MoUs with different countries. JNU teaches Turkish as a language in the School of Languages, Literature and Culture. And we have an Indian professor who does it. We should not have any relations with a country that supports terror and that stabs India on the back. It is very important that as in this hour of crisis, the university and the academia and intellectuals have to stand with the Indian armed forces. There is absolutely involvement by Pakistan. There is no doubt about it. India has been the longest victim of terror. And I think what they did that day was barbaric and must be condemned by every civilized country, wherever you come from. No religion preaches this type of religious exclusivist obscurantism. So it has to be condemned. And I'm very happy that we also retaliated with restraint and at our choosing. So I think that is very important. The Operation Sindoor, many people said it is a misogynistic or something. They don't know the Indian civilization. We are a feminist civilization, and Sindoor involves our auspicious civilization dharmic values. Mother goddess, whether you are male or female, people use that kungumam as we call kunkum or whatever you call it. So I think first that has to be corrected. And number two, I congratulate the Indian Army, the Indian scientists, because this is the first time a Prime Minister has shown political will. It is not that earlier we may not have had the technology, but the political will and the decisive decision making has to combine with your level. We had the capability, but I salute Prime Minister Narendra Modi for making this into a capability. And unless you show the world, world will not accept that. Today world is accepting that India has air power that is unmatched. And these are all made in India. So as an Indian, as a citizen, I'm extremely proud that the armed forces, the scientific establishment, and the decision-making unit of the Indian government, especially under the leadership of the present Prime Minister, came together. I think one important thing, this is a tectonic shift. Till now we wanted more international support. Here we did it, and then we have gone to them with proof. So it is also very difficult. Today the Guardian also has changed its stance and supported us. So I think this is the right approach. We will have to safeguard our own national interest. And that is what the present attack, Operation Sindoor, has shown. We first attacked only terrorist camps. But when Pakistan attacked our civilians, our temples, and our military bases, then we showed to them what we can do. Every civilian citizen is as responsible for our national security. See, if our armed forces are fighting so valiantly, our Prime Minister is leading us with such great courage and decision-making powers, every citizen of this country has to do it. JNU, why? JNU is totally subsidized by the Indian taxpayer. If the Indian taxpayer does not subsidize us, then where should our loyalty lie? To the Indian state. Number two, the present chief of the armed staff and the naval staff, I'm proud to say, are JNU alumni. And JNU salutes them. And JNU is always for the nation and for our armed forces. JNU as a top university of this country, completely funded by the Indian taxpayer and the government of India, I think it is our response. We have 98 MoUs with different countries. We have one signed MoU with one university, MoU University, and one in the process. JNU teaches Turkish as a language in the School of Languages, Literature and Culture. And we have an Indian professor who does it. And because of that, the administration thought that we should not have any relations with a country that supports terror and that stabs India on the back. And how can you have a relationship with somebody who's undermining India's national security? And as a citizen and as an academic, it is undermining my human security and the security of every citizen in the country. So I thought it is very important that as in this hour of crisis, the university and the academia and intellectuals have to stand with the Indian armed forces who are JNU's alumni and with one of the most courageous Prime Minister and the tallest spokesman of a democracy to support him. So I salute the armed forces, scientists and the Prime Minister.